Hello there, welcome to another Dokkan video. Alright, so the Broly trio is finally EZAing. STR Bardock and Gine, as well as Paragus and Broly are also EZAing. We've got translation details, thank you to Minato. So let's go ahead and take a look at their details. I haven't taken a look at them yet. So leader skill, doesn't matter, movie bosses, okay, great. Let's look at their 18 key first. Massively raised attack and defense for one turn, that is very good. Causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Very good. 12 key, greatly raised attack and defense. Very good. Okay. Yeah, that we're off to a great start already. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 30% with each key sphere obtained. That's very good. Further attack and defense plus 10% with each physical key sphere obtained. That could be good if they're an orb changer. But right now, that's okay. Key plus 2 per key sphere shape. Brilliant. All allies key 2. Attack plus 39% after collecting AGL or STR key sphere. Okay, so you only need to get one. That's an upgrade because it was 2 before, I believe. Same but defense for tech or int. And then all allies key plus 2 attack and defense. Plus 15% after collecting a rainbow key sphere. Interesting. Now I wonder if that's per rainbow key sphere or no, that has to be just one. That has to be just one. Where's the buff that they give when collecting physical key spheres? It's not listed right there. Attack and defense. Nope, just attack plus 39%. Performing a super attack. Okay, I guess. Performing an additional super attack and movie bosses or super bosses category. Reduce damage received by 10% when key is 24. That is very good. Damage reduction support is very powerful. So you're going to be running them with LR Broly, who's already got very good damage reduction. Although, the problem with Broly was never his tanking. It was the rest of the team that's kind of mid. They could be a very decent upgrade to Broly's team. Right now, they don't seem like they're going to be the best defensively from our so far. High chance to evade enemy attack. Okay, well, they're great there. Evades enemy attack, including super attack, after collecting 7 or more key spheres. We're going to need some orb changing if that's going to be good. When HP is 60% or below, randomly changes one type of key sphere other than Fizz to physical key sphere. I mean, sure. When HP is 39% or below, changes all key spheres to physical key spheres. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something here. Because, hold on. Let's... Oh wait, I'm scrolling back too far down. Because I want to take a look at what they're doing pre-EZA. Let's let this load for a second. Okay, we've got them pulled up here. For key spheres, all allies attack. So they're just not supporting when they're collecting physical key spheres. Okay. So it feels like you want to get tech or int key spheres. It feels like you're being encouraged to not get physical key spheres with them if you want to have them be a support. And then you get physical key spheres to make them stand alone be good. They'll be fine against AoEs, just fine. And I think they should be fine defensively, maybe, post-super, since they're massively raising attack and defense for one turn. And they do have that additional super attack guaranteed when key is 24, and they are getting a lot of key because they're plus 2 per key sphere obtained. They seem pretty good. They do have that save when you're below 39% HP. But I feel like if you're getting that low, you're either dying or you're... before you're getting that low. Because if you're taking enough damage to get that low, you're usually dying on those teams. I'm going to have to see their numbers. Let's hop over to the spreadsheet real quickly, and let's see what they're going to be doing. Okay, I've got their numbers pulled up here. They are looking very fragile before super attack, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but they are going to be susceptible to AoEs. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm missing something here looking at them. I see everyone calling them great and that they're LR Bulma 2.0, but the only support they're really giving, if they're getting the physical key spheres, is the attack and defense plus 15% if you get a rainbow key sphere, and then the 10% damage reduction. It feels like you're being encouraged to not get physical key spheres here, but then you're shafting yourself by not getting the extra 10% per key sphere obtained. I mean, for them, 10% damage reduction, high chance to dodge. They're not living a big boss super if they get tagged. So I feel like they're kind of like before, where you need to get those 7 key spheres with them. I mean, at least you can run them now. They already have built-in dodge, so you at least have a chance to survive. But I don't know, they look good. They should work well with Broly, but I feel like they should be better. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm just looking at this defense stat, and I feel like it's not enough. But I don't know. They seem very good. They're definitely not top 10, but they are good. I don't know. I'm already not a fan of type key sphere changing. And the fact that theirs is conditional. I feel like you're not going to see the 7 key spheres super often. Because Broly's team, you're not really running many orb changers. Because the team I see most with Broly is having them both on one rotation. The other rotations like Hirudegarn and, I don't know, LR Baby, I think. And then floating, you have 3 golden Friezas. The team just feels like it's built around just trying to survive until Broly comes back. And I feel like this isn't encouraging that. Because who would you rather run next to the transformed LR Broly? Because you can only transform one. Are you going to be running the Broly trio, who can get caught if they don't get 7 key spheres? Or are you going to be running the base Broly, who has guard, guaranteed, and 1,000,000 defense post-super? Because here they have 1,000,000 defense post-super too, but they don't have a guard. They just have the 50% dodge. They are doing impressive damage, 42 million versus, what was base Broly's again? 44 million. So they're doing comparative damage. At that point, I guess it's just what do you prefer? Do you prefer guard or do you prefer 50% dodge? I mean, there'll be a good floater on the team. I don't see them replacing the base Broly on main rotation, though. I feel like they should have been better, but I do think they look very good. Maybe I'm underestimating them. We'll see once we have them in game. We'll see how they do. But right now, I'm feeling like they're not doing a ton. But I also feel like people are going to overrate them because they see the type key sphere changing. And they're just going to forget about the complaints they have about Godku. I will say that below 39% HP, changing all key spheres to physical, that's going to be very good. That's going to be a free heal for them, basically. Because let's see here, that's 23 key spheres. Let's assume that it's under Broly's domain expansion. 23 key spheres. Yeah, they're going to be doing very good. 45 million attacks. Holy cow. 1,000,000 defense pre-super. Nearly 3 million defense post-super. So, on the turn where they get the entire sphere field changes to physical key spheres, they're going to be absolutely insane. That is nuts, honestly. We're gonna see so many screenshots of 45 million attacks and be like, oh my gosh, they're at the top 10 unit in the game. Oh my goodness. But then they're gonna completely ignore all the times they failed to get 7 key spheres and then they eat a super attack. Like, I mean, if you thought getting Godku's 6 key spheres was bad, wait until you have to get 7 with these guys. I don't know, I don't think I'm a fan of their design. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Bardock Bardock and Gine are doing. I have the translations here from Dokkan Info since Minato isn't done yet. Let's actually reflect. No translations. Okay. Bardock and Gine. Movie here. Okay, that doesn't matter. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. 1 turn, attack and defense are greatly increased. Looks like that's just a Google Translate though. They raise attack and defense by 100%. Okay, so they're massive raising attack and defense. I'm assuming that's for 1 turn. And then allies attack and defense plus 22% for 2 turns. That's very good. That's the AGL Pan effect. Attack and defense 122% up. When a character with Son Goku in the name is on the team, Ki plus 4 attack and defense 122% up. Very good. And recovers 20% HP once only when HP is below 50% at the start of turn. Okay, that's decent. That can hurt the AGL Blues though. Further attack and defense 122%. When attacking when there is an ally in the parent-child bond category participating in the attack. So that's going to be multiplicative. And I'm guessing that's attacking in the same turn. So that's fine. Further increase attack by 122% when there's a movie boss category enemy. Okay, that's fine. When a character with Frieza in the name, additional Ki plus 4 attack. Okay, critical attack is guaranteed. They're going to be very vulnerable to AoEs. They're just going to straight up die to AoEs. They might be fine post super attack, honestly, because they're getting 122%, 2% on super as part of their passive, and then they're massively raising defense. And then what was their active again? Remove all ally status effects, raise all allies attack by 22% for 2 turns. HP is 80% or less starting from the 4th turn. I mean, I guess if you can carry them to the 4th turn, that'd be good. I wish this had healing as part of it, but I guess they are healing. Wait a minute. Okay. I was concerned for a second about the heal. I was thinking like, okay, what happens if you're below 50% HP? You get the heal. Are you just not gonna be able to use the active? But no, they're not able to heal above the active. Okay. Let's see how they're looking in terms of numbers. Okay, so wait a minute. Oop, I did an oopsie. 1 second. There we go. Okay, I forgot to give them the EZA base stats here. Okay, 200k defense pre-super. Yeah, they're getting blasted by AoEs. They're just gonna straight up die. They do have 1 million defense post-super. So I guess if you're running them in an event without AoEs, you're gonna be fine. But they're still dying to a super attack. Yeah, they're not doing enough. They don't look good. They're a write-off. Maybe they'll be good in like Battlefield or something. Let's see, what are they getting? What was their movie heroes or movie boss thing again? Attack further 22% when there's an enemy movie boss. I'm guessing that's a started turn. Let's see, how was this? Plus additional attack and defense plus 100%. There's a movie boss. Doesn't specify when. Okay, so that's a started turn. And how much was it? 122? Yeah. So let's do 366. How much attack are they doing? Yeah, it doesn't increase it very much. Yeah, they aren't doing enough. Okay, let's look at Paragus real quickly. 30% increase on SA. Attack and defense, 150%. One performing a super attack. High chance to perform an additional super. Every time you activate a super attack, reduce damage received by 26% for the turn. So they could, if they double super, they'll be at 52% damage reduction. That's pretty good. Pure Saiyan or Joint Forces, Key 3, attack and defense, 50%. That's very good. There's an enemy in the Pure Saiyan superhero category. Key 3, attack and defense, plus 180%, and high probability of an additional super attack. So they have 2 chances for an additional super. They theoretically could get to 100% reduced damage received if they get both procs of the additional super and then a hidden potential additional super. Or they could only do 1 super and only be at 26% damage reduction. Looks like you're only ever going to be running them against Pure Saiyan or superhero category enemies. If you aren't, they have 0 started turn attack and defense and only 150% on super. Well, I guess they do have the 50% attack and defense, but that's not too much. I don't even feel like helping these guys. Yeah, they don't seem very good. Maybe if we get like, I don't know, even if we get a rough pure Saiyan or superhero boss in the future. Okay, I want to see what their post-super defense is, just because I'm curious. I'm going to take a look at that real quickly. Yeah, okay. When not facing a superhero or a pure Saiyan enemy, they're only at 300k defense post-super attack. That is not good enough. Yeah, that is not good. Let's see what happens when they are facing a pure Saiyan or superhero enemy, though. So they get an additional high chance to form a super. And then they get 180% start a turn. So they're nearing 1 million defense post-super attack with 26% damage reduction guaranteed. And a good chance that they get that again. So facing a superhero or pure Saiyan, they're going to be very good in slot 3, providing 50% support to the rotation. Because that's 50% support for Broly. I think they could even live like a big boss super attack if they double super, if it's a pure Saiyan or superhero enemy. But that's the only instance where you're going to be running them. And it has to be against a non-AoE boss, because they have no damage reduction start a turn. And that is not enough defense to live in AoE, especially if they get stronger. So, yeah, Paragus and Broly definitely seem better than Bardock and Gine. But they're conditionally good, which I honestly prefer for the banner unit EZAs. I'd rather have them stick to being like, okay, you have to run them on this team, or you have to run them against this specific enemy, but if you do so, they're very good. Because you can't expect a banner unit EZA to just be one of the best units in the game, and you can throw them onto a main team. No. Have them be conditionally good. And I feel like that's what Paragus and Broly are. I like their design. I honestly think I like them better than the Broly trio. Just because they're given 50% support guaranteed to Broly. They got the damage reduction, which is at least 26% of it is guaranteed. And they were rocking 800k defense. That's very good. Yeah, I like this. I like what they're doing here. What are they doing with Broly's domain? I do not have this part of my spreadsheet set up yet, so let's go ahead and give them the attack and defense 20% support from Broly's domain. Yeah, nearly 1 million defense post-super. Yeah, they look very good. How many supers are they doing on average? 1.26. So on average, they're going to be rocking over 50% damage reduction with nearly 1 million defense. Okay, they're very good. I think I like them better than Broly Trio. Even if these guys are only going to be good against Superhero or Pure Saiyan. The second we get one of those as a big bad one of the big bosses, they're going to be cooking. They're going to be very good. So long as they don't have to deal with AoEs, they are going to be very good on Broly's team. Yeah, I like them. I think Paragus and Broly... Do I want to say they're better than the Broly Trio? I kind of do. Again, we'll have to see how the Broly Trio does in terms of the orbs. But I feel like they're just going to be better. Alright, I'm going to end off here. Thank you all for watching. Decent set of EZAs here. Could have been better considering its anniversary, but I do think these guys are going to be very good. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.